Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to another video. This is Fisherman Blog number 32 and also the 13K subs giveaway, so please stay tuned for that. I wanted to start off today's video by showing you this. This is my Pleco breeding tank, and it is unfortunately way too successful. I mean, I have not enough space to raise all the fry. And even if I did raise all the fry, I actually nowhere for them to go at the moment because of, COVID and all that sort of stuff. There has been obviously a serious drop off in the number of clients I have, and a lot of them are still in lockdown or just not accessible. And I have to do something about it. I don't like breaking up breeding groups like that, especially ones that are that successful and not having issues with any aggression or anything. Everyone's happy and obviously very happy, but something needs to be done about it, and I'm going to have to figure that out. Speaking of fry, any of you who've been watching my channel for any length of time know that I have yet to witness, or eyewitness I guess I should say, a female guppy giving birth, which is kind of bizarre in the fact that I have raised more guppies than I can count, and even in the fish room right now I have dozens of females that are of this size and age and giving birth, and there's fry everywhere. I guess I'm just cursed. I don't think I'm ever going to get to see it, and that basically tells you that I didn't get to see it this time either. I followed around for a little while, about 3, 4, 5 minutes of filming it like this, and then I went back probably 3, 4, 5 more times during the day as I was doing work down in the basement, and she still hadn't given birth. And the next day, which is the next clip after this one, she had a bunch of fry, and they're nice and happy and healthy, which I guess is the most important part. And again, I don't get to see it. That's okay. It's not the end of the world or anything. But as you can see, she's a lovely fish, and you can, if you look closely, you'll get to see how developed the fry are. That's one of the cool things about guppies that way. And again, like I said, lovely fish, lovely fry, but I don't think I'm ever going to get to witness it. But anyway, enough of that. I want to, while you guys get to watch this, thank you all for all your wonderful comments on the 13K subs giveaway. It astounds me. I mean, I ended up with 163 comments, and thank you ever so much for that and all your kind words. It continually astounds me that so many people tune into what I do here and like what I do and have subscribed and are interested in getting something that I make. And like I said, there's no real words for it, so it is going to be in the form of a giveaway. So that will happen shortly. I have a couple more things I want to go through first, and then I've already picked the winner. I generated a random number, and I am going to put that up shortly. And like I said, I just wanted to thank you guys again for everything. I mean, it's been an interesting year, to say the least, that's gone by. Hopefully this one coming up is going to be better, and having all the interactions with you guys and comments and all that sort of stuff has made this all way more interesting and bearable than it would have been otherwise. I mean, lockdowns aren't any fun. I mean, there's nothing to do, there's nothing open, and making these videos and, like I said, talking to you guys has been a blessing. It's just been great. So thank you again for all that, and hopefully this year will be better, and at least we'll have videos and things to talk about and all that sort of stuff. So there you go. Oh, actually, here, this is the clip coming up of her babies, and there they are. Like I said, nice happy little fish, and like I said, one of these days maybe, who knows. But anyway, enough of that. The next couple of clips goes through the end of the carbon experiment I did to get rid of what I was calling the chemical warfare of plants. And the interesting thing about this is you can still see a little bit of that algae there, so there is a small amount of that chemical still being produced. But I want you to watch the height of the hornwort here, because from my perspective, plants can get a little dormant for a short period of time if they are not happy and they're waiting for a better time. But the next clip is going to show that plant 3 days afterwards, and I wanted you to have a look at how high that gets, because it is actually growing. And a growing plant, especially one like a hornwort like this, it'll see it grows a fair amount. It means that it is actually happy and it has a good environment. And to date, there's been no food added to this tank. Nothing has changed at all. No water changes. Just that carbon filter has been put on. And as you can see, oh, actually there, somehow a little piece of duckweed got in there and it is also growing. So the two plants that died off are doing fine in here. And like I said, carbon is really good for this sort of thing. I don't really recommend it for an ordinary aquarium. Like if you just have a little bit of, like I said, a little bit of competition going on, do a water change instead. Carbon also removes a lot of other chemicals, and some of them are quite beneficial. So there you go. That hornwort has grown that much in 3 days. So obviously it is happy, and that says a lot right there. And that's actually a good thing that I ended up not taking this down and getting into the experiments for getting onto the, like I said, the ammonium chloride. That will be coming up next week, but I'm kind of glad that this actually went this long. So there you go. It definitely did its job, and like the snails are all happy. Nothing in here is showing any indication of having any stress whatsoever. So, and there you go. This filter will now be taken apart and put into use somewhere else. Well, actually, one other thing I want to show you here. This is the last build I did for a special build for a box filter. And it's clips like this that remind me how good box filters are. I mean, it's only been on here for a couple of days and it's actually making this tank a lot better. And like I said, it's just one of those things that's kind of interesting that way. And this is the last clip for goldfish eating duckweed, because they've obviously cleaned that out and they were wonderful at it. But unfortunately, as you can see here, they have really taken into the hornwort with a vengeance. And I don't really mind the hornwort being chewed up because I throw that stuff out by the bucketful anyway. But now they're starting on to the Vallisneria, and that I do care about, so I'm going to pull that out. I'll continue to raise these goldfish because I do want to breed them. Haven't really seen enough of a difference in male and female yet, but I'm going to raise them up and we'll see how that all goes. And as always, the last 3 clips for the Sunday vlog will be the plant experiment with the different growth substrates. Now, while this is happening, I think I've drawn this out long enough, I will announce the winner for the draw. Now, there were 163 ballots, as I said, and I generated a random number. And the winner is Flip Kits Oof, and I will leave my email below and get a hold of me, and we'll figure out what you want, do the build, get that sent off to you, and then hopefully we'll get to do this all again at 14K. The funny thing is I'm already about a quarter of the way there. I think I passed 13.2 something recently, and like I said, I mean, I'm thrilled that it's growing, and I'm glad that you guys enjoy what I do. And I just, like I said, my way of saying thank you is to build stuff and send things off to people, and hopefully we can continue to do that. So thank you again very much. As far as the plant growth experiment goes, it is moving on. I do have a male there, the one that you see just to the left. He seems to be struggling, and unfortunately that is not unusual. I mean, there's nothing in that tank that would stress anything out, so he's just one of the ones that just unfortunately don't make it to the average lifespan, and that's, again, just the way it is. This continues to be my favorite of all of them. I mean, it is teeming with life, all sorts, not just fish, not just plants, but all the snails, all the invertebrates. The shrimp especially seem to be doing really well. And again, this is going to be the 3-month mark for this. It's going to be the end of the month, and I'm going to try and go as much in depth as I can into the pros and cons for all of them. But as always, when it comes to these things, the decisions are yours, whether or not you like what you see. I mean, some people may not just like the tannins in the water like this, but it is doing very well. And as you can see, the shrimp there are doing really well, and there's tons of them in here, and lots of snails. The snails are having tons of babies as well, and as you can see, there's lots of roots on the val, and the val is extremely bushy, and as you can see also nice and full in green leaves and everything. So, and this is the final tank. This is the commercial version of the plant substrates, and again, it's doing fine, and there's tons of life in here as well. except the invertebrate life, though it is beginning to bounce back now. So whatever was in the original chemical makeup of this that was inhibiting their growth, it seems to be fading. It seems to that I have water changed that out finally, and things are possibly going to catch up. We'll see at the 6-month mark whether or not this catches up to the soil one, but again, that will be for a later date. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you like this style of video, please like and or subscribe. Leave comments. I will be answering these comments because, like I said, I just wasn't going to answer the ones for the 13K giveaway because of the number of them. And like I said, thanks again very much. I will see you in the next video, and bye for now.